Hello all my beautiful little unicorns and welcome back to my channel. If this is indeed the first time that you're on my channel, let me introduce myself. I'm Vanessa and I, and I'm here to let you know what surprises are coming towards you. And before I get into the readings, I would like to thank today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by Keen, which is an awesome platform where you can connect with a multitude of vetted psychics. And because their service is based online, this means that you can receive psychic advice at any time of the day, anywhere in the world. All you need to do is go on Keen and connect with the psychic of your choice, of course, after reading all of the reviews that Keen has provided from previous customers. Then you get to move on to choose whether you would like your reading in an email format, as a phone call, or a live chat. And the great thing about Keen is that it is so affordable as well as comfortable to use. If you were to go to a traditional psychic, there may be a commute involved, as well as, depending on the psychic, maybe a very high price for a personal reading. However, with Keen, you can avoid all that, all whilst maintaining a very personal and ongoing relationship with the psychic or psychics of your choice. So if you are interested in getting a personal reading, be sure to use the link that I have provided in the description box, where you can get your first 10 minutes of your reading for only $1.99. I mean, that is basically free. So get it and make use of it while it lasts. We all know what you want in this pick a card reading. Guaranteed, sensational, revolutionary, and of course, startling information. And I truly want to deliver that to you. I want to help you figure out the good as well as difficult or intimidating surprises that are coming towards you in your life. And also, I just want to talk, okay? I just want to tell you everything that I see and that I'm able to channel within this pick a card reading, and for us to just have a good time. So grab yourself a yummy snack, a little beverage, and just lean back and enjoy. So regarding the four groups, they are as follows. We have the green quartz, we have the emerald, we have the smoky quartz, as well as the howlite. As we all know by now, the timestamps will be down below in the description box, as well as in the comment section. So after you have taken a moment just to meditate on these four groups, feel free to scroll down and click your corresponding timestamp to fast forward to your reading. So that is it for the intro. I want to get into the readings, and I'm going to be starting off with the first group, which corresponds to the green quartz. Hello, group number one, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the green quartz, group number one. I want to get straight into your reading about the next surprises that are coming up for you in your life. And first and foremost, I want to let you know that I'm starting off with crystals. So this is all about the overall vibe of these surprises, and just to give us a little bit of insight of what they might be. So let's get into it. We have the hematite, we have the blue lace agate, as well as the turquoise. Okay, so group number one, let's get started. In the hematite, one thing that we have is mental strength. It is connected to your root chakra. The blue lace agate is all about communication, and the turquoise is about balance. So one thing that I see that is coming as a surprise to you is something that will get you right back into balance. So if things have been out of balance in your personal life, maybe your work life, I want you to know that there's going to be a surprising form of communication that will require quite an extensive amount of mental strength and maybe courage out of you, but the result is going to be you having more balance within your life. But this reading is very intuitive. You guys can see this is just the overall vibe. So let us get further into details about the next surprise in your, what is going on with me? About the next surprise in your life. Ooh. Okay, so we have talk to your angels, as well as teaching. So let us see what is going on. And talk to your angels, one thing that I see is that the surprise is going to have a lot to do with the divine, and it's going to come with a surprise where you talk to your angels, you communicate with your angels, as we touched upon in the blue lace agate, and your angels are consequently going to come forth with information that is going to surprise you, with information that is going to change the entire scenario. So maybe you've been asking yourself how you're going to get over this breakup, or how you're going to manage to not fail your next exam. Maybe you've been asking yourself how you can finally earn the income that you know you deserve and need to lead the lifestyle of your dreams. So I see that your angels are going to come up with a solution and an answer. So that answer can come in many different forms. It can come in the form of you inspiring other people to learn, for instance. That is one thing that I see in teaching. So the sign that you may get may be this. So you're explaining something, say about tarot cards to somebody, and all of a sudden you get this news flash. You're like, wow, I should actually make this a habit. I should teach other people how to become good at tarot. I should teach other people how to become good at building websites, graphic design, writing, singing, whatever it is. So I definitely see that this big surprise is going to come with an epiphany where you're like, wow, this is a skill that I never even considered to change my life, but it actually can. I can turn this hobby into maybe a side hustle and eventually maybe even a main hustle. So just having these new ideas that just strike you and hit you in a way that you never expected, I see that that is what talking to your angels is going to bring as a huge surprise to you. You're going to be like, what? Oh my God, why didn't I think of this any sooner? Then we have it's up to you. So it definitely, the surprises that are coming up for you definitely have a lot to do with your energy. So make sure that you do not deprive yourself of cleansing your energy as well as taking care of your energetic field. How can you take care of your energetic field? As I said, cleansing, okay? This is a cycle. You cleanse, you use the energy. You cleanse it again, you use it again. It's just, it almost sounds really boring. The theory is kind of boring, but at the same time, it makes sense, right? You use your energy that is positive, that is laden with ideas and creativity. And then when you're feeling kind of low, maybe almost a little bit sucked dry, if you will, or if somebody has touched you with some sort of toxicity, toxic energy, then you cleanse so that you're ready to create and be an inspirational human being again. So it only makes sense, doesn't it? But it's up to you as to whether you actually stick to that cycle, because I know how hard it can be to cleanse your energy, to manifest, to write things in the present tense each and every day, to write down your goals. It can be hard to focus, but you can do it. Oh my God. Okay. Yes. This is no coincidence. The fact that you tune into this reading and the fact that the next card is yes. It is obviously very clear that it is 100% up to you, and there's no reason in looking left and right, asking other people for advice. You have to just carry on knowing that if you're not happy with something, it's up to you and you're capable of changing it. Then in not the right time, one thing that I see is that it is not the right time to ask too many questions right now. Don't question what is going on. Don't question the changes that are happening. Just know that the surprise is going to come with you being in a place where all of a sudden balance is restored. And balance is always beneficial, whether it be in your love life, your career, maybe even just relationships in general that are completely platonic. Balance is 100% needed. In the Two of Cups, I see that the next surprise is maybe a new friendship or relationship. That is one thing that I see coming for you in the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is like a close-knit bond, a close-knit sort of just situation between two people. And I want you to know that as a surprise, there could also be maybe the closeness that you have with the dark side of yourself, with your shadow self. And your shadow self is usually a part of you that a lot of people don't like to delve into, because it is where maybe you procrastinate, maybe you get really angry, maybe you have some sort of eating disorder. There's so many different things that are more a part of our shadow self, but we need to learn to accept and love. And accepting and loving your shadow self is going to probably invite this new relationship into your life that is going to completely change your life, because know that like attracts like. So if your energy is kind of down and out and you're not valuing and loving yourself, you're going to attract somebody who brings that out even more, or who doesn't love themselves either, and that is a toxic situation. Know that you embracing your shadow side is going to give you a whole different vibe. Okay, so last but not least, we have the Four of Pentacles. Number one thing that I see in the Four of Pentacles is finally allowing yourself to release financial blockages by just actually spending more. And this may sound really weird, and I do not want you to go wild right now. If you have your credit card on ready a second after I said that, you have a problem that we need to talk about in another video. But right now, what I need to tell you is that your financial sort of of friction can be resolved by you not being so stingy with yourself, by you not clinging on to every penny, trying to save money in ways how you actually end up spending more. You know what I mean? Like for instance, if you go to a certain store because the pasta is say 20 cents cheaper there, but you didn't think that the gas and the time it cost you to get there ends up being a lot more than those 20 cents that you're saving. So you don't even end up saving, you actually end up spending more, group number one. So make very wise decisions from now on, okay? The surprise has everything to do with you making a shift financially, and then you'll be surprised how all of a sudden you have more money. Money flows freely around you, and just financial abundance is something that comes more easily. The same goes with, for instance, health. So if you've really been into working out, keeping fit, keeping in shape, and you've been very obsessive, say with your portion control, but then instead of just eating one regular sized portion, you end up eating like 3 portions over the course of 2 hours, and then it's actually more calories, it's actually less healthy for you, and you're not really making any progress. You see what I mean with sort of thinking that you're making progress, but not really making progress. Expect to come to realizations about that, and those realizations to all of a sudden trigger rapid weight loss or trigger an increase in money, maybe an increase in love in your life, or that forever relationship as we spoke about in the Two of Cups. Either way, group number one, your situation is very eventful. It has everything to do with your energies coming back into balance, your chakras coming back into balance, but it's going to require a lot of mental strength. That is one thing that I see in the hematite, but you can do it, okay? These surprises are totally worth it. It's totally worth having those epiphanies and thinking to yourself, wow, I should have thought of that earlier, because at least you thought of it. You know, now is better than never. And that is one thing that I want you to take from this reading, and to not beat yourself up about timing ever again, because you do not deserve that. So group number one, this is the reading that I received for you about your upcoming surprises. I truly hope that you enjoyed this pick a card reading and that you found it insightful and motivational. And I will see you in my next video. And by the way, if you made it to this point in the video and you aren't subscribed, why? Exactly. So hit that subscribe button and I'll see you later. Hello group number two, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Emerald. Let's figure out exactly what's going on in your life and what your upcoming surprises are. So these crystal cards are going to give us the overall vibe of your surprises. So let's get into it. We have the Selenite, we have the Cinnabar, and we have the Obsidian. So one thing that I see in the Cinnabar as well as the Obsidian is that your sort of business life, your financial world, whatever it is that you do work in, I see that you're going to be a lot more protected. So there may be a contract that is made that is all of a sudden providing you with legal protection, financial protection, but this could also be in correlation to a relationship. So maybe you are thinking of getting married and you're scared of bringing up a prenup, or you're already married and that is something that you would like to do because you want to make sure that things are going to be okay when things are not okay anymore. And with that, I mean, like, it's always good to pre-plan, just because when you're thinking of splitting up with somebody, be it a boyfriend, a husband, literally a best friend, where you're maybe sharing things, when you're at the point where you're splitting up, there is bad blood, and usually people are not nice. Usually people do not want to be fair. So it's always good to put contracts in place beforehand. So this is a surprise that is coming towards you. This is a blessing in disguise that will give you a lot of extra peace. Maybe you also need an extra insurance that has been stressing you out and you didn't think that you could pay for it, or you didn't think that you would be able to get such a good deal or such an amazing type of insurance. And all of a sudden, you're going to find a way to do it. And once again, in the selenite, I see peace. The selenite is also a stone that you can use to cleanse other crystals. So I definitely feel like, you know, that will give you a fresh slate mentally, to where you can get back to focusing on your work, building your business, building your empire, building your career. But let's see what other surprises are coming towards you. We have the Builder. One thing that I see is that you will be able to maybe build something completely new in business, and it's going to leave you feeling kind of like a bit more secure. So know how, for instance, passive revenue streams are amazing. So if you have, for instance, 3 streams of passive income, say you have a blog that generates AdSense revenue, then maybe you have a website where you're selling things. And then last but not least, you have an apartment that you're renting out for money as well. So those are 3 passive streams of revenue where even if your main hustle or just things don't go right in your life, you know that, okay, not every river is going to dry out. The well is not completely crusty if just one river doesn't go well or dries out, if you know what I mean. So having multiple streams that go into the same lake or ocean, and if one dries out, it's no big deal. That's basically what I'm saying. So I see a lot of building towards that, maybe even unintentionally, but you can feel that that will make you feel at ease if you have that in place. And in practice, one thing that I see is that your surprise is going to have to do with a lot of repetition. So actually being successful and, you know, getting to that point where you're like, okay, I've mastered this, is going to take a lot of practice potentially. But you're a smart person, okay? I see that you know how to protect yourself, you know how to do business, how to handle your things, how to put on your big boy or big girl panties and just get things done. So it's not really that big of a deal, nor is it dampening your surprise. Then in the chariot, okay, we have a lot of fun happening here because you are in the driver's seat and you, group number 2, are able to steer your life in a completely new direction. So are you ready for this? I mean, I hope you are, because sometimes life presents us with opportunities that are such a big surprise that we can almost be stifled. We can be so frozen out of fear of the unknown and fear of such a great opportunity that we don't take it. So prepare yourself for an opportunity presenting itself that is almost too good to pass up, but because it's too good to pass up, you may just pass it up. So don't allow that to happen, group number 2. Then in the Fool, have the Fool energy, okay? The Fool does not know when there is danger. The Fool just goes with the flow, and if things go well, you know, the Fool thinks that everything is going to go well anyways, so it's not going to be a surprise. So go in with that mindset. I see that when you have that mindset sort of like programmed in your brain, it's going to be surprising to you at first how well life works when all of a sudden you align your purpose with your desires and just who you are emotionally. Because we're all so different, but at the same time, one thing that we all have in common is that when everything is aligned in a way that it makes sense, our intentions, our goals, our mantras, all of a sudden things fall into line very, very easily in a surprising way. And I just want to let you know that being successful in the areas where you may be worried that success will never come is probably so much easier than you think that it is. All you need to do is relax, let go of fear, and actually just point everything in the right direction. If you have any sort of self-sabotage involved, obviously that is going to sabotage you. Great explanation. Then we have the High Priestess. In the High Priestess, I see some form of authority. Your surprise is probably going to have to do with maybe also somebody older than you, providing you with protection, somebody who knows more that is going to come to your rescue. So maybe if you have an issue at work or just in your business that you cannot seem to solve, that is keeping you awake at night, or you have an idea that you want to see through but you don't quite know how, it's going to come as a surprise to you that there is actually somebody within your life who is willing to give you amazing free advice just because they care about you. Because one thing that I feel within your reading, group number 2, is maybe this feeling of like needing to do everything by yourself, not being able to just ask for help or just ask for somebody to do you a favor. So let that go, okay? Somebody doing you a favor does not mean that you're incapable. It just means that they want to help you and you are willing to receive the help, and receiving is not a bad thing. Then we have success. So one of the great surprises coming for you is success, as well as the fact that meditation is going to bring the answers. So if you're looking for an answer on how to work more efficiently, how to study in a more efficient way, how to get to your goals, I want you to know that what will really get you there is actually just quieting the mind. And that is what meditation does. Meditation is not about learning. Meditation is not, well, yeah, learning, but not in that sense. Learning about you, learning about being here in the now, in the moment. But it's not about just consuming and consuming and consuming more and more media. It is just about quieting the mind and getting yourself to a point where you can really think, okay? Where when you actually continue to work, when you continue to build your empire, you're ready to put your mind to work because it is rested, it is confident, and it is quiet. So success is coming for you, group number 2, and it's going to come at a very surprising moment, probably in a moment of a desperate need, and that is always the best and sweetest kind of success. So group number 2, this is the reading that I received for you. I truly hope that you enjoyed it and that you found it insightful. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, as well as just leave a little comment down below. I love your comments. They're so sweet. Even if it's just a little heart or a little unicorn, it is much appreciated. Just know that. So group number 2, have an amazing day or night wherever you are in this world, and I will see you in one of my upcoming readings. Hello group number 3, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Smoky Quartz group number 3, and I want to get straight into your reading about that was my foot, I promise. Anyways, let's get into the surprises coming for you. So the crystal cards that I have here, we have 3 cards, are about the overall vibe of your surprises. So we have spirit guides in the fluorite, we have the jade, which stands for good luck, as well as the rose quartz that stands for love and all things of good relationships. So I want you to see that your surprise has everything to do with you feeling like you just had amazing luck. That is one thing that I see in the jade. The jade has, for the longest time, for centuries, just been the stone that provides the wearer, its wearer, with good luck. It has been the stone where you know, like, okay, good fortune, wealth, prosperity is coming your way as long as you're wearing a jade. So if you have some sort of jade necklace, feel free to wear it, but there are also other stones that are jade adjacent. For instance, my little sunstone infused water bottle here, the citrine, for instance. So don't panic, there are many different ways how this surprise can be channeled. But one thing that I see here in the fluorite is that the most effective way for you to channel the surprise will be through your spirit guides. So you have to start asking your spirit guides. You have to start communicating with them. So your spirit guides, you know, you can have spirit animals, spirit angels. It doesn't really matter, even ancestors. What matters is the fact that you feel connected and the fact that you feel like you can ask them for things. Your spirit guide may also be the universe, and maybe the divine. There is no right or wrong answer here, but one thing that must prevail is you asking with love. So by asking with love, I mean you asking in a way how you're not just like, oh, I want this, I want that. After all, in life, nothing is completely free. You are going to have to put in the work, and you even need to put in the work with your spirit guides. And the reason why you have to put in work with your spirit guides to channel these surprises is because they love you. They know that you need to have this experience and you need to go through certain situations in order to know how to handle the upcoming surprises. So let's see what more they're going to entail, aside from the fact that you're going to feel like your luck is phenomenal and your relationships are on fire. In death, one thing that I see is that this cycle is completely ending, and that is a big surprise to you. I see that this cycle that you're in right now is going to come to a very abrupt halt way sooner than you ever expected, group number 3. And it may make you really sad, because when a cycle ends, that means it's almost like an ending of an era in your life. And if you really enjoyed certain aspects of it, be it a relationship that is maybe no longer, be it living in a place that you really enjoyed, or maybe even commuting to a workplace, spending lunches with a good class friend, that is all of a sudden not going to be here anymore. It's not going to exist anymore. And as I said, it's going to come sooner than expected. It's going to be a big old surprise, and it may hit you in a way where you become a little bit sentimental about it. But one thing that I see in the 7 of Swords is that there are more important things for you to worry about, group number 3. So your cycle may be ending prematurely, and that may be something that you're struggling with. But at the same time, in the 7 of Swords, there is somebody who is maybe not telling the truth to you. And why am I getting so emotional about this? I just do not like lies. And if you're anything like me, then you're somebody who's watchful. You're somebody who's like, what's your angle? And I want you to keep that approach, because otherwise you may be surprised with somebody leaving out some information, or somebody all of a sudden taking all the praise for work that you have done, or all the praise for an idea that you have come up with. And that is a sneaky way to be, but there are a lot of sneaky snakes around here, sadly. But let's move further into your reading. We have the Five of Pentacles. In the Five of Pentacles, I see maybe a little bit of a time where you just need to let go of an idea. I see that your surprise does not lie where you think it lies. Okay, success does not lie in the methods that you have been using up until this point. I see that your next stepping stone is in a completely different area and field that may completely surprise you. Therefore, group number 3, I truly urge you to be a little bit more open-minded as to maybe how you do things academically, how you do things health-wise, how you make your money, because there is another way that you're not seeing right now that is going to just hit you in the face as a surprise. Then in the Five of Wands, I see kind of like a brawl, okay? In the Five of Wands, we have a situation that is uneasy, that is all knotted and tied up, where you're using a lot of energy on something that you do not need to be using energy on. And I definitely feel like it has a lot to do with the Five of Pentacles, but let's get a little more detail. We have unlikely as well as take action. Group number 3, right now I see that you have to turn things around. Your approach to business, your health, just your fitness overall is maybe a little old-fashioned, or is maybe a little dated for you. So it may not be dated for today's standards, but dated for you is something completely different. So look into taking action in a way that is new, in a way where you can sort of let your spirit guides guide you to the right place in order for you to overcome upcoming obstacles and just have this feeling of good luck within your life. Okay, good luck is something that is inevitably coming for you. It is something that is going to surprise you, probably in a situation of despair, maybe financial despair. Maybe you're all of a sudden going to notice that all of your attempts of gaining or losing weight have not been working the way they should have worked, and you're going to be like, wow, okay, things have got to change. Then we have you're on the right path. So group number 3, I want you to know that a surprise is going to come to you that has a lot to do with love and starting a new cycle within your relationships. But first you have to get over this brawl, this sort of knotted situation. So if there's somebody that you're not getting along with right now, try and be the bigger person. Make sure there are no misunderstandings and that you're the one who is just coming towards them with unconditional love, as I see that that will put you back on an energetic vibe to where good luck is just constantly flying your way. Okay, good fortune, good opportunities, just having a streak of good luck is one thing that I see coming as a surprise to you, and it probably is a surprise that you've been hoping for a long time. And in your heart's desires, last but not least, I want to encourage you to follow those desires. I want to encourage you to know that your angels, as well as your spirit guides, they're guiding you, they're protecting you, they're supportive of you, and they want your dreams to become a reality. And that is a surprise that you are going to be faced with. The surprise that actually you can derive support from places other than your friends and your family, especially if some of those are toxic or unsupportive of your dreams. So don't give up on your dreams or on having a positive and motivated mindset just because some of the people in your life are not cooperating the way they need to be cooperating. And I say that in this form because friends and family, I mean, they should be supportive of anything that makes you happy and any of your dreams and aspirations, but we do not live in a perfect world, and sadly, that is not always the case. But you can deal with it, you can get over it, and you can get that emotional support and motivation from other sources. Know that, group number 3, because you should stop at nothing to get to your dreams, especially on this streak of good luck and divine guidance from your spirit guides. So group number 3, this is the reading that I received for you. I truly hope that you enjoyed it and that you found it insightful. If you did, let me know down in the comment section. And if you're still here this far into the video and you're not yet subscribed, why are we playing this game? So let's just keep it simple and make it easy. Subscribe in order to benefit from upcoming readings, and I will see you in my next video. Hello, group number 4, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Howlite, group number 4. I want to get straight into your reading about the upcoming surprises in your life. So know that these crystal cards are all about the vibe that we have around your surprises. So let's figure out what the vibe actually is. We have the green aventurine, we have the fuchsite, as well as the clear quartz. And all of you guys with a dirty mind commenting about how I pronounce fuchsite, I'm pretty sure there's no other way to pronounce fuchsite. Yes, you did it. You made me say fuchsite like 4 times in the past 20 seconds. You guys just make my day, honestly. Anyways, in all seriousness, let's get into your reading. In the green aventurine, one thing that I see coming as a surprise is an amazing new opportunity. I see that this opportunity will heal you. So maybe you have a lot of doubt within you. Maybe you've had failures in your life that have caused you to be at a point where you're not completely sure what you're capable of and if you're even capable of being successful. And I know that it is a really tough thing to admit to yourself, but sometimes you don't even know whether you're capable of accomplishing your dreams. And know that if you're at a point like that where that is how you feel emotionally, you will not be able to get to your dreams. But healing is coming with this new opportunity. I see that this opportunity is going to offer you more confidence because you're going to be successful at it. You're going to take this opportunity and nail it, ace it, hit it out of the park, and you're going to end up feeling really proud of yourself and all sort of healed from you being insecure about your abilities previously. Then in the clear quartz and meditation, I see that the vibe around this surprise is very calm. The vibe around this surprise is sort of like, well, I've been working towards it, so I kind of deserve it. I see you being at a point in your life where you needed your confidence back, but once you get it back, once you know what you're capable of again, you're like, yeah, what's the next thing that I can tackle? What's the next project that I can ace? So then we have there's something better. So as a surprise, there's definitely a situation coming where there is a better option and you're gonna be like, wow, I didn't even realize this. And this may be in your relationships, especially. If you're in a romantic or platonic relationship where you value the relationship, you cherish and trust the person, but you've always had this feeling that something is off about the relationship, something is just not right. And then all of a sudden you spend time with somebody else who is maybe single and ready to mingle, or with another potential friend, and you're like, wow, this person is so much nicer than my existing boyfriend, girlfriend, friend. This person is so much more caring and considerate of my feelings. I guess there's something better out there after all. And that is the realization that I see that you're going to come to. That is going to come as a big surprise, because guess what, group number 4? You don't know what you don't know. And that is just a fact. And I know it sounds really simple, but you got to keep that in mind. You just really don't know what you don't know. Then in no, one thing that I see is that you may have to postpone taking action on that just right now in order to improve your health first. So you may have a little health scare, group number 4, or you may come to a point where you're like, look, I just can't do it anymore. This tub of ice cream a day, this eating chips while I'm watching tarot readings on Vanessa's channel, this is just not working out for me. I mean, I don't feel healthy, I don't look healthy, I need to improve my health first in order for me to just mentally gain more stability to make the best possible choices for myself. So that is completely okay, you know, take your time, group number 4. I'm not judging, I mean, I've been there many times. And the devil, you know, temptation. We just spoke about that bag of chips, that little tub of ice cream a day, the pizza, the fries. I mean, girl, where should I even start? In the devil, that is what I see, okay? All of these things tempting you that you know are not good for you, but you just kind of feel like chained to them. You just kind of feel like bound. And I want to move further into your reading to figure out what the surprise is with these things that you feel like you cannot outrun. Like if you have, for instance, disordered eating, if you have body dysmorphia, if you suffer from depression, it's just something that you feel like you cannot let go of, that is just constantly keeping you like a slave to the illness. I want to see what the surprise is with that. Or as I said, junk food addiction, most common one. we have the Page of Pentacles. So one thing that I see is that investing a little bit of money in that is how you will come to this surprise, this solution. So you're going to be very surprised at the fact that you just investing a little bit more in yourself, maybe investing in health, say buying fresh ingredients and investing the time to cook a good meal for yourself, or investing in yourself by going to a therapist. A lot of us know that something is wrong with us, but we just kind of feel like it's unnecessary, a waste of time or money, or maybe a little bit embarrassing to actually go see a professional. But when you stop denying yourself of those things and you eat healthy, you go see that shrink that you know you need to see, and trust me, you're not alone. You're all of a sudden going to see rapid improvements within your life. So allow that surprise to happen. It is one that you need to like induce a little bit, that there is a reason why you're on my channel. There's a reason why you tune into this reading, and it is because you had to hear this. You had to hear how to induce some of these surprises. Then in leadership, one thing that I see is that it will come as a surprise to you that you're going to boss up or going to be made the boss in a certain situation. So at work, you may all of a sudden get a raise. Maybe you're going to start your own business and boss up like that, or maybe you're going to get a lot of extra responsibility that you never thought that you would be trusted with. So that is a surprise. It may come with a lot of extra work, but it's going to make you feel accomplished and recognized. And who does not love a good little portion of recognition? Then in body work, oh my God, the surprise may have to do with you, for instance, getting a new tattoo, a new piercing, just modifying your body in some shape, way, or form. Maybe a surgery, maybe just changing the color of your hair, some sort of change to your body. This is going to be a surprise to you, group number 4. The surprise has everything to do with you just changing your appearance and working on your body, you feeling like it is improved through what you have done. And of course, group number 4, I just want to point out to you that it is so important for you to always do your research, whether it be a tattoo, a piercing, a surgery, or something as simple as dyeing your hair. There can be bad reactions to each and every one of those things, and I want you to stay safe. When it comes to modifying anything about yourself, seek out the best. Seek out the best hairdresser, seek out the best surgeon, and the best tattoo artist in order to keep sending out the message to the universe that your health is in fact one of your main priorities, as we have an improving health, because you would not want your health to slowly start to improve and you just get to a point where you finally feel like things are where they should be and then ruin it with body work that was not properly researched. So look into that, group number 4. But overall, this is the reading that I received for you. Tons of new surprising opportunities coming with your way, being a boss and taking the lead. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading and found it inspirational as well as motivational. And if you've been in a rut, if you've been a little down lately, I hope that this reading made you feel just a little bit better. By the way, if you're not subscribed to my channel, but you're still here, who are we kidding? Just hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you in one of my upcoming videos.